I got cystic fibrosis. See, I've got cystic fibrosis.
Season 5. I can't believe we've been doing this for over 30 weeks now or so, I believe, if my counting is right. I hope you guys have had a good couple of 3 weeks, good start to the spring. And I hope you guys had a chance to watch our video that we posted on Friday of our newest member, Ashley. And I hope you enjoy watching her videos and learning about her perspective and her take on living with CF. So this week, we are going to talk about how we have told or tell others that we have CF. Nowadays, for me, it's a lot easier to tell people I have CF, and it's not something that comes up regularly in conversation. But when it does, I come right out and say, yep, I've got cystic fibrosis. If you don't know what that is, it's a genetic disease that affects my lungs primarily, but also my digestive system, my pancreas, and lots of other things that you don't necessarily need to go in with those people at the time. If they ask more questions, I will give them more answers, but typically I have found, especially if it's people I work with or just sort of, casual acquaintances, that that's usually enough. That's all it is. As I become closer to people, obviously more questions come and we have sort of larger conversations about CF. Growing up, I was not as open with my CF. Again, sort of growing up, it wasn't really part of, I guess, my understanding in my life as much as it is now. I mean, obviously it was a part of my life, but it wasn't something that I focused on as much and wasn't as open with. My parents have done a fundraiser for over 20 years now, and so my parents' friends and our close friends always knew about it, but I didn't really openly share that I had CF with people unless I was closer with them, and they found out about it because I missed school when I was in high school or in middle school, or I had to go into the hospital to have a bronchoscopy, or my sinuses cleaned out because of nasal polyps. So it really never came up, and when it did, I just told people that I had CF. I didn't really understand it as well as I do now and what it all meant truly growing up. And so it was obviously a much shorter conversation then. But nowadays it's, a conversation, again, that happens when people ask the question or when something comes up that causes me to have to tell people, hey, I've got to leave work early to go to a doctor's appointment, or I've got to take some time off to do treatments, or I do them on the way to work and I'm late, or something like that. Then it comes up and I'll have a conversation and talk about it then. But really, telling people now, it's not the first thing I tell them, and it's not the last thing I tell them. But when it does come up, it's just a quick conversation. If they want to know more, I tell them more. I sort of let them direct the conversation once they find out, so that they can either choose to get more information or we can move on to the next conversation topic. But one thing that I've found that's pretty interesting is, as I've told people, they have some connection a lot of times to CF, whether they've been to an event before, or they have a friend whose kids have CF, or they have a niece or a nephew, or growing up they knew somebody had CF. So it's pretty interesting to find how connected some people are to the disease and how they just sort of know about it, whether or not, or they've heard about it, which is a testament to the work of the foundation and to just people with CF letting everybody know about it and the strides that have been made in the news, etc. So I think it's hard, obviously, because you're sharing a personal piece of you that affects you, and it can be a hard topic to tell. But I've also found the more people that you tell, the more supportive they are of you, and the more understanding they are when you do have a coughing fit, or you got to miss some time to take care of treatments or medicines or pills or whatnot. So I find it simple, like I said before, just to keep it short and sweet initially and let them ask more questions if they want to. So that's really it. This was a short video this week because um, to me personally, it's not a very complicated topic. And it's more just about, like I said, being brief with people and, letting them know what CF is and what it primarily does, but then letting them guide this conversation and finding out more if they want to know more. Education is best always, but you don't need to force it on people, in my opinion. So I hope you guys enjoyed this topic this week. Next week, we're going to hit on surgeries and CF, sort of what surgeries we've had, and then sort of how we felt before and after them, our mindset, thought process about them. So I hope you guys enjoyed this week. Have a great rest of the week. I look forward to talking to you again. And don't forget to spread the word, like the page, follow us on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook, all those good places. And I look forward to interacting with you guys. Again, take care.
I got cystic fibrosis. See, I've got cystic fibrosis.